Hello everybody, Joe here. Welcome to the channel. So let's get a little bit of a stretch in and we'll carry on with this. First I'd like to stretch out the shoulders, the legs, the back, the chest, and the abs. I do a little bit of stretching before I start this actual video session as well. So this is just a little bit of the stretching that I do. This one right here is generally one of my more favorite wrist and shoulder stretches. So we're going to start off, we've got 4 exercises, 10 reps each exercise and 6 rounds total. So the first one, we're going to do 10 squats. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After the squats, we're going right into the push-ups. So when you're doing these push-ups, try and have the hands right below your shoulders or slightly apart from your shoulders, so slightly wider than your shoulders. When you're going down, I go down as straight as I can and my chest touches the floor. All right, now we're into the 4 count leg raises. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, so on and so forth. We're going to do 10 reps of these. You can have your legs bent if you like. You can straighten them. The straighter your legs are and the further the movement is from top to bottom, the harder it's actually going to be. And after these, we've got a simple 1 pump burpee. So 1 pump burpee is basically a burpee without the hop at the top. Some people, when they come up from their burpees, they do kind of a worm. They don't actually do a push-up, but I do thoroughly believe in doing the push-up when you come up instead of doing the simpler method, which is kind of like seeing the worm, which you see most people doing. It's an easier way of doing it for sure, but I like working my chest and my shoulders a bunch more, so doing the push-up to come up is way more beneficial to you. And again, when you're seeing the push-up, my hands are just a little bit wider than my shoulders, and my elbows are coming out pretty much at about a 45-degree angle. So 1 round completed, on to the next. Back to 10 squats. When you're doing these squats, try to make sure that the knee is above or behind the toes and midfoot. So ideally you want your knee above your midfoot or above your heel. Don't have the knee point out don't have it go over the toes. That's going to be bad for the knee joint itself. Back to the push-ups. As you can see, I'm in a straight line. I'm not cheating. I'm not doing like a half push-up. I see some people do push-ups sometimes and their pelvic is way closer to the floor, or they're only bending, you know, like a 45-degree instead of a 90-degree. So keep up with them push-ups. Make sure you're doing proper ones at all times. Again, back to these 4 count leg raises. These are a staple. If you know anyone in the Marines, the Navy SEALs, these are one of their primary movements for working their abs, and a heck of a movement that it is. For a little bit easier variation, you can always put your hands below your butt. Alright, back to the 1 pumps. So again, you're seeing that my elbows are coming out pretty much at a 45-degree angle. Whatever you do, don't make your elbows go straight out. So you don't want them basically perpendicular to your body. The closer your elbows are in as well, you're going to work just slightly different muscles. But if you have your elbows into your actual body itself, it brings in a little bit more of the shoulders, and the chest gets worked in a slightly different way. Sometimes I have a little bit of a wider stance with my hands, sometimes they're closer in. But usually when I'm doing 1 pumps, it's just a little bit wider than the shoulders, and again, the elbows are coming back at a 45. 2 rounds done. On to the squats. Again, keep that knee above the midfoot. Your butt goes straight back like you're sitting on a toilet. Don't lean forward too much, don't lean way over. Definitely avoid that as well. Into the push-ups. I'm stopping slightly at the top. Show that is the full rep. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, and all the way up. 4 count leg raises. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue on. And again, if you want to make this a little bit easier, just put your hands below your butt. Offers the low back a little bit more support as well. You don't have to twist either with the elbows. I'm just doing that for a little bit of an extra workout. And back to the 1 pumps. If you're doing this workout and you're finding that my pace is maybe a little bit too slow, just speed up the pace. You know, pick it up. I'm not sure how long this is going to take me, this whole workout, but maybe try to reduce it by a minute or 2. This will be the first of usually around 3 or 4 workouts that I'll do. So this one's probably around 15-20 minutes or so. And I'm going to do basically, usually I do 3 or 4 of these kinds of workouts. The next one might be using the parallel bars, might be using the chin-up bar that I have, might be using kettlebells. So mostly calisthenics that I do. Sometimes I use a weighted vest, sometimes I use a set of dumbbells or a kettlebell, but that's pretty much about it. So 3 sets down. Right into the push-ups. Full perfect push-ups is what you want. If you find it too difficult to do them on your toes, you can always do them on your knees, but always make sure that your hands and your shoulders are in good positions. So don't let those elbows sway way out. 4 count leg raises. These are one of the staples of my workouts. I do these on pretty much every other day. I'm doing some sort of variation of this. Sometimes it's alternating, sometimes it's at the same time, but they are hella good for your abs. Back to the 1 pumps. Instead of doing 1 pumps, also if you want to build the chest a little bit more, you can always do 2 pumps. You can do Navy SEALs. Pick your poison and go with it. Maybe you don't want to do any push-ups at all. You just want to go down, back, and come back up. Everyone has their preference and their fitness level, so whatever your fitness level is, go with that. 4 rounds down, 2 to go. Back to the squats. and on to the push-ups. Yeah, again, full movement. That arm is going right to a 90 degree. Don't do the, when you're just barely bending your elbows. Not getting much of a workout there. A lot of times when I'm doing the push-ups as well, I use the parallettes. They're great because they allow your chest to go even deeper into the movement and activate a little bit more of those muscle fibers. Also makes the push-up a little bit harder as well. Finishing up with the 4-count leg raises. And back onto the 1 pumps. Two, 3, 4. And when you're doing these 1 pumps, don't rush them. Don't rush the movement. Sometimes when you're rushing the movement, your form kind of goes all to hell. So clean, perfect form, every rep, that's what we want to see. You're only cheating yourself at the end of the day. And finishing off with the 1 pumps. 5 rounds done. 1 to go. Last round. Last round of push-ups. And again, whether it's the first set, the 6th set, or the 26th set, always perfect form in all of them. No cheating on these. Struggle got real towards the end there. All right, 4-count leg raises. Final time through. And last time for the 1 pumps. Finish strong. I'm always a believer in finishing strong. Almost there. Bam! All done. So don't forget, after you finish the workouts, if this is your only workout of the day, or maybe you're going to do this exercise, feel free to do this this whole thing over again. You can do this over 2 or 3 times and do, instead of doing 6 sets, you can do 12 sets, you can do 20 sets, whatever, how many you want. So don't forget to stretch. Stretching is very important at the end. It's going to help in your recovery. You won't be nearly as sore the following day. I like to do a little bit of a full body stretch before and after every workout that I do, and more so at the end of each workout, especially when you're doing repetitive movements, push-ups, loads of push-ups, loads of squats. Stretch out them quads, stretch out the shoulders, the chest, the back, as you can see I'm doing now. I'm doing this workout in the morning, so I'm not as flexible as I normally am. Normally I've got no problems putting my palms to the floor, but not today as it's super early. So again, here we go. Deep squats. Hold it. You can hold all these for 30 seconds to a minute. Sometimes I hold them for 2 minutes. So it's up to you. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Feel free to comment down below. Have yourselves a great day, and bye for now.